You are listening to KLRN Radio, where liberty and reason still reign.
Most writers and radio show hosts know that to connect with your fans, you need to do more than just write books or record the latest podcasts. There are many different elements that go into forming an online platform, but there are also many hidden traps. To make matters worse, solid advice on how to survive the muddy waters is scarce. In the book Hidden Traps, I talk about some of the important issues of working with an online platform, highlighting traps that could put your physical or internet security at risk or be harmful to your reputation. Are your social media posts just links with a few disjointed words, making you look like someone who can't complete a sentence? Did your new website cost you more than you anticipated? Are you leaking your personal contact details across the web without even knowing it? Then you need Hidden Traps. Although Hidden Traps is not officially released until August 1st, you can pre-order your paperback or ebook copy now from a variety of retailers, including Amazon, Barnes & Noble, and Kobo. Visit blackwolfpublications.com for more details.
Here's George Foreman with InventHelp.
Hi, I'm George Foreman. Do you have an idea for a new product or invention? People ask me all the time, George, how do I get my idea in front of companies? How do I get a patent? What do I do next? Do you have the same questions? I'll tell you like I'll tell them all. Call my friends at InventHelp.
Call InventHelp today for free information. InventHelp has been helping inventors for more than 30 years and has sales offices nationwide. InventHelp can submit your invention to companies who are interested in receiving new ideas. If you have an idea and want to try to patent it and submit it to companies, you should call InventHelp today for free information.
Listen, I can't guarantee a company will be interested in your idea, but I believe every inventor deserves the opportunity to step into the ring and take their best shot. Put InventHelp in your corner.
To get your free inventor's information, call 1-800-353-6490. That's 1-800-353-6490. Again, 1-800-353-6490.
KLRN Radio has advertising rates available. We have rates to fit almost any budget. Contact us at advertising@klrnradio.com.
This is Slickery Trigger for Rebel Road Tactical. With proper care and feeding, your pistol will be ready when you need it, there to save your life. Shouldn't your gear be that good? Whether you need a holster for comfortable everyday carry or a tough-as-nails holster for your next training course, Rebel Road Tactical has what you need. Check us out on the web at rebelroadtactical.com.
Hey, it's Chris Monroe, and while you're doing your spring cleaning, you come across an unwanted, unused musical instrument, put it to great use at my foundation and help a kid in need. The Gift of Music Foundation on the web, giftofmusic.org.
Saturday. Topic Wheel with the Gobbler himself, GwinnettGobblers.com. We're starting our own harmony band. What say you, Griff? I think we're ready for the road.
Let's do it. Let's do some bar mitzvahs.
Bar mitzvahs.
I think we could get booked for one of those.
We could do some quinceañeras. I know a tad bit of Espanol. Por favor, el baño and el birro.
Sí.
Something like that.
El taco.
Where's the beer and where's the bathroom? The two are synonymous, but here we are. I got to tell you, Griff, it was a pleasure seeing the Gobbler family at SunTrust Park.
For opening day on Thursday.
Opening day, baby. What a day it was, I'll tell you what.
Oh, my goodness.
And it was quite the story to tell.
Wow.
Where do we start? Let's start with you.
A roller coaster of emotions on Thursday. Opening day. I took the whole family out there. Myself, my wife, our two young children, two like toddlers. I'm all about getting there early, beating the crowds. I have anxiety like days before the game because I'm worried about parking. I'm worried about being able to get a pizza and not having to stand in line and be able to get a table. Like that stuff stresses me out. Like I sweat and I have to I can't poop for days. It's terrible. But it all worked out. We were able to park, no issue. Got our pizza. got a table, got into the game. When you have two little ones, though.
Oh, children.
Hashtag children. I love being a dad. I love being a dad, I tell myself.
Nobody's listening to this. It's okay. You can tell us how you really feel.
So we may have actually sat in our seats for about 15 minutes.
Right.
I'm not sure if we, because the kids just...
Get in the bathroom.
Yeah, exactly.
Get in the bathroom.
I want ice cream. I want to move. I want to walk around. So that's them talking. So we walked around a lot. I don't know if I actually saw any of the game. I was kind of, they have the monitors all around, thank God, these days. So you can occasionally look up, see what's going on.
So you paid to see the game on TV.
Basically, right? Yeah. So, before you know it, it's 5-0 Phillies.
Yeah.
That opening day game. 5-0. And by the time I left, I think it was like 5-2.
So tell us why you left.
Because I have hashtag children.
So they were like, I'm tired. I want to go home.
Because it was a 4 o'clock game, so that's kind of why. If it was a night game, we wouldn't have even taken them. I would have still gone, but left them with the grandparents or something.
Right.
I got emails coming on.
You're getting texted. Be careful what you say.
They're listening right now. I thought you. I thought you liked being a dad.
I'm moving on.
Daddy, I thought you loved me. My 2-year-old can text apparently.
It's all emojis. It's like hieroglyphics.
That's what it is. Oh, my goodness. What does the skull mean? I don't know if that's a good thing. And the poop face. What were we?
You were telling us why you were whipped enough to have to leave the park early.
Well, but it was a 4 o'clock game. It's opening day. I want to take I want him to be able to look back. I'm like, I went to opening day with my dad when I was 2 years old. That was pretty cool. He's gone to like all the opening days since he's been alive, basically.
Nice.
So it was a 4 o'clock game. We were able to go, but bedtime's like at 8 o'clock.
Oh, yeah.
But it takes a while to get to the car. It's like a 15-minute walk to the car at SunTrust Park.
And they're not walking. You're carrying them.
And then then you have to drive 30 minutes home. You have to get them down to bed. It's a whole process.
Oh, I know. Oh, yeah.
So, we pretty much had to leave right around the 7th inning stretch.
Oh.
And right after that is apparently when the game got good.
Yeah.
Because I was listening on the radio on the way home. The Braves had this miracle comeback. One in the bottom of the 9th.
Walk-off style.
Home run. Oh,
Markakis.
My kids were in the car. They were asleep. And I went, woo! I was listening on the radio when Markakis went deep and hit that homer.
Yeah, man.
And my son popped up like, Daddy, what happened? What's going on?
Can we go back and watch it?
I saw an incredible game. I mean, but that's hashtag dad life, man.
Yeah, man.
Dealing with that. So I would have never done that. I was always the guy who, no matter what, if it was 16-0 the other team, I'm staying through all 9 innings. If there's a 3-hour rain delay, I'm making my wife, if it's just the two of us, we're staying through the whole game.
As it should be.
It should be that way. Then
go over there and knit something.
I used to look down on people who left games early.
Right. Now you're one of them.
I'm one of them. But it's because of children. Once they're old enough, once he's like 4 or 5, we're staying through the game.
Yeah. Suck it up, kid.
Right. But you were there too. Right?
I went with my journalism badge. I was getting the scoop.
The scoop, yeah.
From all the locals here.
Mr. Pressbox guy, hanging out with all the
muckety mucks. You know what? I'm not a fan of it. It's too, no offense to any of you if you're listening.
Oh, they all listen.
Oh, I'm sure they do, but I'm not a fan of sitting there. It's all business. You can't talk to people. It's all
and they're all just typey.
Yeah,
right?
it's all like people trying to act important and all these things. And I just like
sound effects, live sound effects on Wins World.
I'm going to go mix it up with the 99%ers because I'm one of them. I mean, I look at the car I drive. So anyway, I'm trying to get out of this place around 2 o'clock.
Yeah.
And then for some reason we had some issue with one of our other stations, so I had to stay here till 3 until that was resolved.
Yeah.
So I'm like, all right, I can still get there in time to grab a non-alcoholic beverage because, I'm on the job. I got to stay on my P's and Q's and whatnot.
Get a nice Coca-Cola, born and bred right here in Atlanta, Georgia.
I'm more of a Pepsi guy, but I'll settle.
Hey, come on, you're in Atlanta now.
When in Rome, Georgia, I settle for Coke products. Foolish me I go the roundabout way. I'm trying to get on Peachtree and then go down West Wesley. And I'm like, why don't I just take West Paces and turn right on 41?
Hit north side all the way up, bro.
Exactly.
Come on.
Dumb me. So I get caught in an extra 20 minutes of nonsense. Then there's utility work going on.
Why do they do that?
On opening day, I yelled at the migrants. I said, what are you doing? It's opening day.
Did you really?
Stop it. Yes, I yelled.
I love that.
And they didn't respond at all. They probably didn't understand me.
Yeah. Okay. Baseball?
So I'm going by them. I'm in a fury in my Jessica Simpson mobile with no AC. My driver's side window doesn't work. You have to bang it and press the button at the same time. And even then, it's a roll of the dice. Parking is a nightmare because nobody knows what they're doing on opening day.
It's all these suburban newbie fans.
They don't know how many games are in a season.
It's year 2. You should know the parking thing down by. You should have it down by now. It's ridiculous.
Absolutely.
I don't like noobs. Like, only experienced fans should be able to go to games from now on.
I agree.
If you're a first-time fan, no room for you. You have
Watch
to take
on
a bus.
TV. Watch on TV like Griffin did. So I get there. I park. I gotta give credit where it's due. Greta, the parking lady at the Boy Scout lot, is amazing. That's where all the media folks park. I noticed I had the worst car in the whole lot. I did a synopsis of all of them. The people driving Mercedes.
Did you see Dave O'Brien's motorcycle parked out there?
Oh yeah, it was lifted up like at car dealerships where they spin it around.
It probably really was.
It was on one of those like dancing rotundas.
His
that
Honda
feature.
motorcycle. DOB, the beat writer for the Atlanta Braves for the AJC. Big motorcycle guy.
Yeah. So they all park. They got there well ahead of time, like you should. So I finally get in. The clouds above are starting to look threatening. So I'm hopping to, right?
Yeah.
Go through the media line, get my credential, my daily pass, because apparently I don't go to enough games to have a season-long pass. Although, can we be honest? By June, half the press boxes fill. And I'm trying to look optimistically. So half is empty, right? Because
half is filled, so half is empty.
Yeah,
okay.
so it's like nobody cares come summer.
I'm
because
sure
they
yesterday
suck.
it was pretty packed.
Oh, it was packed, and everybody's well dressed. I'm in my Izod collared shirt.
I saw pictures of some of the press guys from opening day. Mm-hmm. Yeah, and they were all like in suits and ties.
Yeah.
Guys, you're covering a baseball game.
Yeah,
come on.
Come on.
You're a print writer.
Yeah.
Like you write for AJC.com/Braves. Let's chill out.
You're slamming Cracker Jacks and peanuts. You're going to get your suit all nasty. You don't want to mess with that.
You're collecting audio for an AM sports radio station. You don't need to be dressed up.
So I'm going in my polo shirt that's all wrinkled. The collar's all jacked up. It doesn't even really reach my belt. It's like been washed too many times. So
that's the worst.
So it's like, oh, here we go. So I'm out of place up there. So I spent all of like 20 minutes. I slam a thing of Cracker Jacks and a Mr. Pibb, and I'm going to mix it up with the fine folks at SunTrust Park. First guy I talked to before I ran into the Gobbler and his beautiful family was wearing a Derek Jeter jersey.
Yeah, Yankees?
A Yankees jersey. So he starts talking to me. Dude's obviously had a few already. He's like, what are you going for? You Phillies fan.
This is Jeter.
This is Jeter.
Yeah.
And I don't think it was actually Derek Jeter, although the back of his jersey had his name on it. Unless he had his skin dyed like Sammy Sosa, I'm not sure. I don't think it was him.
Okay.
Because he's an affiliate. He's working with the Marlin in Florida, right? So
yeah, he's ruining that franchise currently. So I didn't know if he had made his way up north already to Atlanta and had his sights set on the Braves or Phillies to ruin as well.
I mean, he has the logistics to do so. He could probably afford a private jet.
Trade Giancarlo Stanton, and amazingly, Stanton in his first at bat as a Yankee, Jeter's former team. I'm a Jeter truther on this. Mm-hmm. Yankees, Marlins, Jeter truther. Giancarlo goes deep twice on Thursday on opening day.
So good.
Incredible.
I love when Giancarlo goes deep. It always feels so good to watch that happen. Are you a Phillies fan? Because I cheered when the Phillies scored their first run.
Hey, you're not allowed to cheer.
In the open, but I wasn't up in the press box.
Okay, that's man.
I said you can't do that.
I'm gonna have to tell the media relations.
They'll be like, who? I don't even know how that guy got credentials. Who is this guy? Drives a Santa Fe, for God's sakes. Trying to park next to that rotunda motorcycle. What's going on here? So I'm like, I got done with that inning. So I walk around. I'm trying to find the Gobbler's family.
Yeah.
In section 145, which is where you were.
Don't tell people where I sit.
There's a lot of people. It could be. Then people don't.
I have tickets there for a lot of games this year.
Did I say one? I meant 345. 345.
I'm with the common folks up top.
That's right.
Not in the lower levels.
Yeah. No,
I don't sit there.
Not with the covered lowered levels.
I can't afford that.
The summertime, where the women wear their dresses and they bring their fans, to protect themselves.
Where they give you free water and free hot dogs on demand. I don't sit there. No.
Terrible.
No.
Ugh. Are those all beef kosher dogs, do you think?
That's what they tell me.
I'm a little worried because of the population. You don't want to mess with the kosher cycle. I'm just saying, no pork in newspaper.
So who else you run into?
All right, so here we go. I get sidetracked here. So I'm walking around, grabbing audio from folks, and there was a diverse opinion base about how many wins the Braves would have this year.
Yeah, I ran into you, and you asked me, how many wins do you think the Braves are going to have this year?
Right.
So you were asking people that.
And you had a pretty logical take. What did you say, 1 million?
110.
110 out of 162.
Yeah. That'd be
they're on their way. They won last night, or Thursday night.
Yeah, they won Thursday night.
Yeah. So I talked to a bunch of people. People had all these different opinions about how many games. So
110.
Here are just a few. Gobbler said 110, but here are just a few of those.
All right, so real quick, how many wins for the Atlanta Braves this season?
Oh, we were just talking about that. So, I'm going 78. 74.
I'm going to go 80. Yeah, I like that. 82. You look like a friendly person. How many games do you think the Braves will win this year?
I would say 150.
82. I think it's going to be like 110.
Your voice sounds familiar. Do you have a presence in the Atlanta radio scene?
GwinnettGobblers.com.
GwinnettGobblers.com.
A million!
45.
I'm thinking between 40 and 50.
75.
75? Are you sticking with a million, or do you want to kind of...
100%. A million, like without a doubt, they're going to just scoop into all the other...
She got cut off, y'all. Hey, man, how many wins do you think the Braves have this season?
85, 90.
I'm thinking. I'm thinking. Look, I named my daughter Maddox after Greg Maddox, so I'm trying to actually calculate here. 87. 86?
86?
Yes.
I'd say 162.
All of them?
Yep, all of them.
Every single game?
Every single game.
I love that spirit.
That's it.
That's awesome.
So as you can see, we had a varying
All
selection
all
over the map.
place.
Some people thought there were literally a million games in the season. It does feel that way sometimes. I got to be honest.
On July 23rd, on a Wednesday against the Marlins, it feels that way.
Capacity crowd today, 8,725.
It's too real, man. But those are some of my favorite games to go to. It's so chill. You can no lines anywhere. Parking's a breeze. You know, earlier I was talking about the anxiety I get about opening day because you get all these fake faux fans.
Yeah.
We call them faux fans here in the Wins world, right?
Oh, yeah, faux fans.
Faux fans. We got a lot of faux fans at opening day. Wednesday, July 23rd, when it feels like the millionth game of the season against the Marlins, who are, putting up a AAA lineup thanks to aforementioned Derek Jeter.
Who was at SunTrust Park?
Who was there, apparently.
Maybe he's just showing his true colors. He's not all in on this Marlin franchise.
No, he's all in on the Yankees and making them better. That's what he's all in on. But those are the true fans, and that's when it's great to go games, those July games when it's 130 outside. I love those games.
And I saw the faux fans leaving as I was, and I left for all the right reasons. I had to go pick up
children. Children.
Hashtag children, the greatest source of joy and the biggest source of disappointment in my life. I got to tell you. Because 3 years ago, I would have stayed the whole time, would have been drinking, sneaking something up into the press box, a little bottle like Bob Uecker in Major League, doing my thing.
Just a bit outside.
Going down, asking real questions to Snit and crew. Hey, so what were you thinking?
You used to go into dugout.
I used to. Back when I didn't have kids, I could stay the whole game.
Well, having a son saved you opening day.
No, I would have gone to the Phillies locker room and asked Gabe Kapler what the hell he was thinking.
What are you doing, bro?
What are you doing, man?
Game one.
You pull your ace.
This isn't the World Series. Let's not micromanage, literally.
So I saw the faux fans leave at the same time I did. And I'm like, dude, you paid money to see this team play, and you're leaving in the fifth inning.
And they didn't have children with them.
No!
These are just like adults.
Adults with no kids. No kids. Stay the whole time, and you missed...
You don't have a job to wake up for.
Right. Even if you do, the game's over at 7:30.
It was a 4 o'clock game, so yeah.
So stay the whole time. So I'm getting in my car. I missed the freaking 4-run 6th inning or whatever the Phillies put up because I'm en route to the Santa Fe. I passed the motorcycle on the way to my car. I get in my car. I turn on Talk 106.7.
The new Talk 106.7.
The new Talk. There used to be another talk station in town, but they changed their name a few years ago.
I don't know. I don't know the answer to that.
So I get in my car. I'm en route to Baby Wenz's daycare, which is barricaded, and you'll never find out where he goes. So don't even try it. So I'm on my way.
Off Barrett Parkway?
It's off Barrett Parkway, in Kennesaw. Wait. Remind me to edit that out later. Okay. So I'm en route to pick up Baby Wenz from the Militant Daycare, where he's learning Taibo, Qui-Gon Jinn, all of the fantastic martial arts available in the United States of America.
Yeah.
And they're up 5-0. I'm like, holy cow, I can't believe I missed that, but I'm happy because my Phillies are going to win this opening game on the road. New manager, new look. It's a new day in Philadelphia. Eagles just won the Super Bowl. Sixers are going to the playoffs. Here come the fighting Phils, baby. And then Freddie Freeman hits a 2-run ding.
That's right. When I was getting ready to leave, Freddie goes deep. I'm like, Freddie!
Right. And I love when Freddie goes deep also. It feels so good to watch that. Although I missed it, I could hear it on the radio. I could hear all the fans without screaming children and children that needed to be picked up enjoying the moment. Again, the biggest source of joy, the biggest source of disappointment. I'm going to harp on that because there's a lesson to be learned at the end of the segment.
It's like Full House.
Cue the music.
Right.
They solve, by the way, can I just say on every sitcom, they solve every problem in 24 minutes.
It's awesome.
I wish real life was like that. I really do. It's incredible. So I'm on my way. So I'm at Barrett Parkway in Kennesaw. Again, remind me to edit that out.
Don't tell him.
I go to pick my son up. I have to stay a little bit because traffic says
right next to Town Center Mall.
Right next,
literally that daycare right there,
right behind the Shogun, where Just for Feet used to be.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Oh yeah. They still have all the shoes there. So
sometimes
the kids
I like to park in that Sears parking lot and watch the children play.
I mean, because you want to know what children look like when they're playing.
Because we're going to send our kids there, maybe.
Right.
So I'm scouting out.
Right.
I heard that's what people do.
Sure. It's just a little strange because you ride up in a van with no windows. That's the only thing that
I'm not saying that's me or not. I can't. I disavow that statement.
I don't know the answer to that question either.
No, I don't.
So I go to pick him up. Google traffic, all reliable. My map says, just stay here because you're damned if you do and you're damned if you don't. So
traffic was terrible going north Thursday.
Yeah, it was awful. It was dreadful. There was a torrential downpour. I feel like there's a tsunami.
Rain. That was something else.
Lots of rain on opening day. It's not supposed to happen like that, but it did. It happened. And again, I have a window issue. So I got rain pouring in. I left my windows down because it was somewhat warm on opening day.
It was.
So I got rain pouring in. The Phillies are about to lose this game. I pick up my son. He's screaming in the back seat because I gave him shredded cheese and apparently he crapped his pants. Anyway.
Oh no.
There's a lot to that, but I'll skip past all the family drama. Again, biggest source of joy, biggest source of disappointment. Point number 3 there.
Yeah.
Bottom of the freaking 9th inning.
Oh yeah.
Here comes Freddie Freeman. He gets walked. Well, you know what? We'll take our chances with Nick Markakis, right?
Yeah, he doesn't usually hit for power.
No, he doesn't.
Contact hitter, probably put the ball in play, maybe get double play.
Right. This time, he hit for power.
Yeah,
it was a walk-off 3-run bomb, bro. And I'm in the car.
You probably heard me in my car because I was also going 75 north around the same time.
Right.
Going, woo!
Yeah, I did. It actually rocked my car. The spare tire that I've been rolling with for the last 4 months, I think it popped. So I had to pull over. I fixed that really quickly.
Oh, my goodness.
Got back on the road. The kid is screaming. I'm yelling, too, at the Phillies through my radio. I'm sure they heard me also. This is the point I want to take from that game, though. Because when the Phillies pull their starting pitcher
after 67 pitches?
67 pitches. It's opening day. Aaron Nola, who's going to be your ace. Obviously, opening day is going to be your number one. He hadn't given up a run yet. So you play the analytics game. This is my point. Why are analytics overriding common sense nowadays? It's like we have all these numbers that indicate if you play your starting pitcher when it's 72 degrees and partly cloudy, this will happen. I get the analytics portion, but it's the double-edged sword of analytics, and I feel like people are losing common sense in favor of numerical data. I don't get it.
The pendulum always swings. It does this with politics. It does this with all kinds of things in life.
Right.
And we're seeing it in baseball right now. It's going more towards the analytics side.
Sure.
The Braves are still kind of old school with Brian Snitker. They're trying to involve more analytics and all that. And I think Snitker's days are numbered.
But not too many to where you ruin a good thing.
Yeah, but I think Snit could use a little more analytics because yesterday, I mean, they won in spite of some of his efforts with the bullpen. They pulled Julio maybe a little early and brought in arguably two of their worst relievers in the game, put two of their, not as great relievers into the game, and gave up all those runs to the Phillies, that 4-run inning you were talking about. So I don't know. We need like a merger of Kapler and Snitker. If you combine their brains, they might actually have a good manager then.
Capker.
Snipper. Snipper. Isn't that the new name of the Gwinnett baseball team?
No, the Strippers.
The Snippers?
No, Stripers. I'm sorry. Stripers, yes. The fish, not the women on poles.
They should give us an endorsement. No other radio show in town talks about the Gwinnett Stripers as much as we do.
No kidding. So I'm experiencing this hell that is Thursday night.
Yeah.
And I'm looking over these sheets that I collected.
You got a lot of stats there.
It's all a bunch of bullcrap. It's all these nuts. The Braves are 1,115 and 1,047 and 14. Wait a minute. That doesn't make sense. Were there ties?
They won 1,000 games last year?
Since 1900? Did I say 1990? I meant 1900.
There may have been ties before they had like lights or something.
That's right. When owners wanted to play night games because more people could attend and they'd make more money. So I'm looking at all these and I grabbed some for the Gobbler.
Oh yeah, I like this.
Look at this. Braves 40-man roster. You get their residents. Why are you telling me where these people live? That's private information. Well, I mean, most of these people live in different states.
I know where your children go to school. So.
Barrett Parkway, behind where the Just for Feet used to be, where Griffin parks his his rape van with no windows.
You can't say that.
Well, I mean, it's assault. I don't want to. It's in the courts. I don't want to. I don't. Allegedly, that's what's going on here. So anyway, the lesson that I want to take, the two major lessons. First of all, damn man, I wanted to sit and get some good interviews after the game, and you're going to get audio from the players and manager. The best time to do it is when they win. When they lose, nobody wants to talk. It's like a funeral home in there. It's no music. All the cocaine's put up. You can't talk to anybody because they're all in these solemn moods. But when they win, here comes the booze. It's like they won the World Series. Everything's draped in plastic.
Especially opening day.
Yeah. The Coca-Cola is all out in abundance. But yeah, man. And I wanted to go talk to Gabe the Babe and tell him, first of all, how handsome he is. Lead it off with that.
I mean, he probably is the handsomest manager in baseball.
Oh, my gosh.
Behind Brian Snitker.
I mean, well, if you're into old guys, I used to be. I'm more into the younger guys now. I mean, just from a strictly hetero standpoint. Hyper hetero here.
Yeah, right.
But, yeah, I wanted to go ask him, why did you do that? And I'm sure every reporter wouldn't have the guts to do so because they play the game. You have to play this game.
That's the worst. The beat writers in baseball, especially because it's such a long season.
Yes.
So it is a political game for them. And I kind of understand that. But they need more people like you who kind of can only show up every now and again to ask the tough questions.
Ask the hard question. I asked Cole Hamels 2 years ago, Phillies pitcher, before he went to be a Ranger.
Yeah.
I asked him about the run support issues because the guy was averaging under 2 ERA. He's getting no run support.
Right.
He had so many no decisions because of that, right? So I asked him, I said, hey, can you speak to the run support issues? And it's literally like a fair majority of the people that heard my question, the players, stopped what they were doing and turned around and looked at me. And I was like, I don't care. This question needs to be addressed.
You're a big J journalist.
I went to J school. I'm paying $300 a month to Fannie Mae, Sally Mae, and Sally Ride. I want to get my money's worth. Yeah. So answer the damn question, Cole. And he said, I haven't been hitting. So he owned it. Of course, that's what he's not going to throw his players under the bus.
But the Atlanta media especially
they're so
is
bad.
The worst.
Well, what can you take from an 8-0 loss? Well, you got to... and I'm just like, can somebody
Brian,
ask...
why'd you pull Julio so early? Why'd you put in your worst reliever?
Yeah, why did you pull Julio and not put Julio Jones in?
Yeah.
I would have asked straight up.
Nick Chubb was there.
Maybe he
could have played.
Could have been a pinch runner.
Pinch run.
He's fast.
Yeah.
Probably going number 6 overall in the draft. That's just my take. But we got a lot more to talk about. But we're going to do that. We're going to spin the topic wheel tomorrow.
Easter Sunday.
A
special Easter wheel.
Get your church on. Jesus rises from the dead. And after that happens, we're going to be talking about a whole bunch of crazy stuff.
Go to the sunrise service.
So you
can listen to the Winds at 11.
No, the Gobbler and the Winds.
At 11 tomorrow.
Absolutely. 11, we're going to have...
Because that's right during church service for a lot of people.
During church.
Go early. Go sunrise service.
Yes.
On Easter.
Yes.
Do your Easter egg hunt.
Right. Celebrate your pagan rituals all you want. But then at 11 o'clock, we're going to have the Gobbler on.
I'll be back.
Larry WACHS is joining
my favorite.
us. Vinny the Booch.
Oh, my goodness.
Doing a little mail soap opera.
Atlanta Radio Legends tomorrow.
I'll tell you what.
A special Easter show.
And some weird science. With Dr. Fazal Rana of Reasons to Believe out in the great state of California.
You're not getting that anywhere else.
You're not getting it anywhere else. So
that's
tune
the
in
answer.
Tomorrow, 9:20 The Answer, 11 a.m. But until then, we never like to leave without the sage lyrical wisdom of one deceased, yet somewhere alive with Tupac and Biggie and Elvis, zombie Tom Petty.
On this Easter weekend, it's good to be king.
Right. Sunday.
Easter Sunday.
Again, if you've missed the tour dates for the Gobbler and the Winds Harmony Band, they're going to be posted soon on WensWorld.com.
I just got an email yesterday because I think we sang on yesterday's show.
Mm-hmm.
I got an email overnight from someone looking for us to do a quinceañera.
Nice.
So that we're trying to work out the dates for that.
Absolutely.
So we'll get back to you.
So I need to...
We'll circle back to that. Trust that I'll do it.
Mm-hmm. I need to buff up on my Duolingo Espanol in the meantime, so that way I can... Yes, sí.
So, ¿qué pasa?
¿Qué pasa? I don't know. Let's find out. We got the 39-pound topic wheel. I think it's gained a little weight because of this Easter season. People eating more deviled eggs.
And Easter candy. Easter candy is the best candy.
It is the best candy.
Oh, my gosh.
It's the sweetest taboo
Chocolate
ever.
eggs.
You want to give this wheel a ripperoo?
I'll try.
All right, let's do it.
Oh, yeah.
Girl Scout cookies. 300 boxes sold outside of a pot dispensary.
What?
That's entrepreneurship. White Castle meth burger. Oh, the Gobbler is hot Easter take. Bring it, baby.
I like that was a topic. The Gobbler's going to have a hot take about Easter.
Yes.
Here's my thing about Easter today. Everything's closed. Easter Sunday, when did all these businesses suddenly become Christian? When did they suddenly become like Chick-fil-A? I understand Chick-fil-A being closed. I get it. They've set the precedent. They've been doing that forever. But you try to go to lots of these restaurants, even like at your favorite breakfast place, whatever, Pancake whatever, or iWaffle. They're closed. All these places are closed. I don't understand. Stores are closed. You go to like a Publix or a Target, lots of them are closed on Easter Sunday.
Yeah, wait. What's over with Target? Pretend you're trying to put in tranny bathrooms, and all of a sudden you're experiencing the fear of the Lord.
Right,
Come on,
you're
man.
gonna take Easter off? I don't get it. It's always bothered me because I'm a practicing, believing, faithful Christian person. But I still want to be able to shop and eat on Easter.
Right.
I'm spending time with my family. I don't want to have to cook.
It's America, damn it. Capitalism rules.
Yeah, more places seem to be open on Christmas and Thanksgiving than are open on Easter. To me, it always blows my mind. Every Easter this happens. I'm driving around. Hey, let's go grab some dinner tonight instead of having to cook at home.
Let's go grab some eggs.
Yeah.
Some deviled eggs.
Oh, wait. The store's closed.
Uh-oh.
What was that?
That might have been the fear of the Lord setting in here, agreeing with us. Yes.
I don't know what that was, but yeah. It's always bothered me. I wanted to get it off my chest here. Open up on Easter. I mean, personally, I think Chick-fil-A should be open every day, too. Find someone who can work on Sunday. Open it up.
I agree.
Open it up.
I mean, isn't the purpose, didn't Jesus do certain things on the Sabbath? I'm just saying. You
can get into a lot of stuff there, but I just want to be able to grab a sandwich or whatever on Easter Sunday and not have all these people pretending that they're celebrating this holiday that they're just taking advantage of it.
When Christians celebrate Halloween and pretend like, oh, there's nothing wrong with this. They dress their little kids up as demons.
Just look the other way.
We're trunk or treat at the church here. All right.
Oh my goodness.
All right, I gotta give this wheel a rip. I need to work out more. According to my wife, I need to lose some weight here.
What?
So here we go. Girl Scout cookies. Again, this topic keeps coming back to me. I want to eat more and more. Those tag-alongs, baby. The McDonald's employee mixtapes and bags. No, millennials and sheets. Griffin, you have the lead on this.
Yeah, big story this week. Big story on all the the morning shows that your wife watches. All Today, Good Morning America. I'm Megyn Kelly. Megyn Kelly, all that nonsense. Millennials apparently don't like sheets, like the top sheet. So you have like the fitted sheet that goes around your bed.
Right.
Then traditionally, you have a sheet, right? A top sheet. And then over that is like your comforter.
Sure.
Millennials don't like the top sheet, apparently. I'm here to confirm that. I am anti-top sheet. I don't have sheets on my bed.
What?
I have the fitted sheet, but then we just have like two little comforters.
But don't you feel weird not having a sheet?
Why? It's a waste. It gets bunched up. It falls off the bed. It's unnecessary.
Wow.
I'm with them. I am a millennial. I'm with them. I can confirm that this is a fact.
I'm anti-sheet.
You're
so put that double negative together. I'm pro-sheet.
Why? I don't understand it.
Here's the thing. So the sheet is the perfect happy medium on those nights when the fan, because I'm a guy, I have to sleep with like 4 fans on.
Oh, we have a fan going, yeah.
Yeah, so I have the ceiling fan, I have the perimeter fan outside the compound where the turret is.
Yeah.
That's an industrial strength fan that reaches all the way into the top level of our castle in Wenslerville. But also I have a fan by my bedside, and so I like to feel the breeze. I don't like to be hot, right? But the sheet provides that happy medium where I can put it over me and it's not quite warm, but it protects me from the 4 fans I have blowing against me. It's psychological.
I just, instead of having a sheet, I have a large, like, traditional comforter.
Right.
And then I kind of have a medium quilt style comforter.
Oh, quilts are the worst. They're the worst.
It's really light.
Oh, they're homemade and they smell like cabbage.
These are homemade. But it still provides that.
Why are you rocking a store-bought quilt? Aren't the point of quilts that they're homemade?
I don't know. Someone made it somewhere.
Yeah, in Indonesia.
And they lived in a home.
I'm sure. Home on stilts in Indonesia. Go ahead.
I know. So that's what I use instead of a sheet. Sheets are just like you have to make your bed. It adds an extra unnecessary step in making a bed.
Anything. Who told you have to make your bed?
I don't make my bed. The quilts, you just kind of throw them up and it looks like the bed's made.
Oh, boy.
The sheet creates a whole other issue.
So where does Lady Griff stand on this?
Well, she sleeps with me every night. Believe it or not, and we don't have sheets on the bed.
You guys sleep in the same bed?
We do.
We sleep in separate bedrooms at the compound.
Do you?
Yeah, because look, you got to protect the perimeter. So she's a favor of no sheet also? I can't believe that. I feel like you're pushing your beliefs on Lady Griff here.
Well, she married me, and I'm the man of the house, and I lay down the law. We're not having sheets.
And that's why you had to leave the game early on Thursday, right?
Hey. No sheets. Oh, we compromise. That's what marriage is all about, right?
You said, all right, honey, I'll leave the game early today if you promise to no longer put sheets on the...
I'm not sleeping with a sheet.
But you do have a fitted sheet on, right?
Of course, yeah. I'm not an animal.
Okay.
I'm not a caveman. I'm not sleeping on a bare mattress with my plastic. I do have a plastic wrapped around my mattress in case I wet the bed. So to protect the mattress pad.
That's a good idea.
Yeah.
That's a really good idea. Yeah. Look, there's nothing wrong.
You roll around and it crunches a little bit. You hear the plastic.
It's like the old people furniture when they wrap it in plastic so it doesn't get messed up.
Same idea.
Yeah, I don't like that idea though.
Protect the cat from peeing on the bed and protect me from peeing on the bed.
How's that going, by the way? The whole feline situation.
Hey, we still have 2 cats. So
we still have them for the time being. All right. Topic wheel abides. Howard University faculty steals $1 million. Students yell, the B word better have my money. White Castle meth burger. No! McDonald's employee. Okay, so there was a story that dropped earlier this month, Griffin. As you know, I'm a big fan of working class Americans. I'm one of them. I make minimum wage here at the radio station, and I'm proud of it. I'm not resorting to my old life of crime, running the streets.
You watch Roseanne?
I did not watch Roseanne.
You didn't watch? Oh, it was great.
I watched the original Roseanne. I'm not one of these millennials that's pretending like I'm hip to the 80s, okay? I'm not wearing my jeans up in my waist.
Why do you have to call me out?
I know, but you don't. You wear your skinny jeans proudly. I'm proud of that.
I watched Roseanne. It was good. About real working class and middle Americans like you.
Yeah, I'm sure.
Like you.
Roseanne like me. If Griffin is on the FM side of things, so he gets paid slightly more than us AM folks. So a gentleman by the name of Ty Shear was adding his rap mixtape in the Happy Meals within a paper disc holder. The name of the mixtape was Tales of a Real... this is quoted N-word. I can't pronounce that, obviously, on air for FCC violation.
So he worked at McDonald's.
He worked at McDonald's.
He's working the drive-thru. It was putting his mixtape, his album,
right,
that he made.
Yes,
his own personal album in meals,
in the Happy Meal,
in Happy Meals.
So in addition to the toy, you got some music to play along with.
There you go,
kind of like a sing and say kind of thing.
So trying to, he's hustling.
He's hustling.
Trying to get the word out there.
I am an admirer of people selling CDs out of their car, trying to make an extra buck. He's working McDonald's. He comes home smelling like grease. That was my first job. I know how hard it is. You sweat and people are miserable to you. So this lady found the CD. She says, Sarah Desmond said, I bought a Happy Meal for my son, and inside came a mysterious CD. I, like any other parent, would assume the CD was for my children. I played the CD in my car for my son while we drive home, and Lord Jesus have mercy on Ty Shear. The mixtape was dreadful. Not only was it completely inappropriate, but it was also the weakest set of bars I've ever heard. So apparently he had been sneaking these into the Happy Meals for over 2 weeks, which is probably about 300 meals, right?
So some of the people, did they actually think it was like an official McDonald's, like something from McDonald's?
Like something from MC Grimace, like one of the people in the Playland or whatever. Buy a burger.
It's a burnt CD written in Sharpie in a plastic paper case. Yeah. Let me put this in the CD holder player and play it.
And the odd thing is that no parent before that lady, Sarah, had confronted him or the store about the CD. So, again...
Because they probably were smart enough to look at him like, oh, this is trash. Get out of here.
Or they just are so uninvolved in their kids' lives that they just said, here, listen to this. I wonder if he put a parental advisory sticker on it. That's the only thing that...
Dude, he wrote it maybe in Sharpie. But like you said, I kind of appreciate the hustle.
Yeah, man.
On here we've talked about machines.
We harp on it. Yes,
machines.
Yes,
taking over fast food.
Right.
Like there's burger flipping machines now. Right. So I guess that's one pro of the machine. You won't have to deal with this nonsense.
But here's the lead that's being buried. In my view, my question is: we complain in us 98%ers. We complain that people just want to be on the dole. They want to be on the government. Beep. This guy is really trying. He's hustling. He's trying to get out of McDonald's. By the way, Exhibit, world-famous, world-class rapper, used to work at Wendy's. How do you think he got out of there? He was selling his mixtapes. God knows he was probably putting them in the kids' meals.
You know what? He didn't cut corners.
He didn't cut corners because I like what you did there. That's a burger reference.
Fresh, never burgers are square.
And apparently, according to
this guy's trying to cut corners because he works at McDonald's.
This guy's CD was square because it wasn't hip enough. The bars were weak. But this is the thing, man. We complain about these people not trying to get better jobs.
He's hustling. You got to respect that. You got to respect that.
The only thing I can kind of see, maybe the language was somewhat inappropriate. Maybe he was bashing other fast food restaurants in his rhymes.
Maybe stick it in a value meal, maybe a number one.
Right. I'm sure they have like a whole advertising group that goes in and gets the demographic for people that order Quarter Pounder with cheese. You know, how much money do they make? What kind of car do they drive? What what purpose they serve and whatnot.
What purpose they serve in life.
I don't know what that means, but here we go. But he's been fired. He got fired from McDonald's. So this is what I hope for Ty Shear. That Ty Shear, his hopes going back to square one were probably, I'm going to run into a record executive who's going to go through this drive-thru. He's going to put the CD in a CD player.
And get discovered.
And he's going to get discovered.
Crazier things have happened, though.
Absolutely.
So can you blame the guy?
Right. Look how Eminem got started. Look,
how did he get started?
Rap battles.
Candy.
He joined this contest with Dr. Dre.
Yeah,
and he won. Had he not had the guts to go to that, look, he might be working at this McDonald's with Ty Shear.
So he won for best surgery or something.
Yes,
because Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre. Yeah, well, he's a doctorate of rap, doctorate of music. Yes,
doctor of good bars.
His bars. His bars ain't weak. He's bringing it every week.
Happy Easter.
That rhyme was the Chronic right there. That was the Chronic. So, again, I hope the best for Ty Shear. I hope that his dreams do come true. I hope he gets a record deal. Let's do this one more time. What do you think?
We have to do it again? We have to do it again?
Let's spin the wheel one more time. All right, here we go. Donald Trump making America great again. He really is. I am tired of all these naysayers spewing out their vomit. McDonald's, we already covered that. Top Sheets, we already covered that. That's all the time we have for this week.
That's it.
The wheel said time out. We're going to get back to this next week.
It said in segment now.
On a less religious weekend where people aren't as offended by the topic wheel, we're going to talk, most likely, it depends on where the wheel lands, but I'll make the piece of pie greater. So the probability and algorithm that this wheel will land on the Howard University and White Castle story is pretty high.
Pretty high?
It's pretty high.
Oh, no.
So we're going to talk about that. All likelihood. Talk about that and Howard University, local administration stealing up to $1 million. Students are rioting. They're rioting.
Oh, my.
As they should. Their hard-earned, borrowed government loans like I had are going to the pockets of these Howard University administrators. But until next time, we never like to leave one's world without the sage lyrical wisdom of one zombie Tom Petty.
Here on this Easter Sunday, I had the same lyric yesterday, but I still think it applies today. It's still good to be king.
Right. The legendary rock drummer Carmine Appice travels the country and continent, spreading the contagious, driving, thundering drum rhythms that thump your rump and roll your soul. Carmine Appice spans the globe, never resting his sticks or feet, and pledging to all to rock till you drop. Where in the world is Carmine?
Come out, wherever you are.
Where the hell is Carmine?
Hey, Joe, what's up?
So where in the world is Carmine Appice?
I am in New York City, getting ready for an Easter weekend. I'd like to wish everybody happy Easter. And just came off last weekend playing with my brother in New York City with the Drum War show at the Cutting Room to a packed house, and it was rocking. It was awesome. We had a really great time. And then after Easter, we're going to be hopefully going to be receiving the tour dates for the Rascals, so we can start figuring out, when we're going to rehearse and all that stuff. In a couple of weeks, we're going to St. Louis and Detroit with Cactus for April, and pretty much, everything's moving along. Everything's moving along pretty good.
Sinister's killing it, man. There's so many awesome tracks. Folks, you got to head to CarmineAppice.net. This is where you can connect with Carmine personally. Of course, he's on the socials also. So we'll check back this time next week, man, to find out where in the world Carmine Appice is and what he's up to.
Yeah, play some Sinister, and we'll be rocking. We played the new songs from Sinister at the show, and it went over great.
Nice,
People
man.
loved it. So it was awesome.
Have a great week.
Sounds like a plan. Okay, you too. Talk to you next week.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Right.
If you've got an unwanted, unused musical instrument sitting in your closet or basement not doing anything, it can do great work for a kid in need. Simply go to giftofmusic.org, click on Donate an Instrument, fill out the form, and donate that instrument today. We'll even come pick it up here in the Metro Atlanta area, giftofmusic.org.
Hey, Hey, y'all, it's Jenny Earhart from the Southern Sisters Radio Show. Have you checked out our website, southernsistershome.com? We have the most gorgeous array of gourmet flour sack towels. They will look fabulous in your kitchen, and they're complete with all sorts of Southern sayings, designs. Go to our website and check us out, southernsistershome.com, and guess what? We have a promo going on right now. 30% off your order. Just put in promo code SISTERS at checkout. Also, free shipping on all U.S. orders.
This is Larry WACHS saying, this is Larry WACHS saying, follow me on Twitter at House of WACHS and download the House of WACHS Modcast app on iTunes and Google Play.
Yeah, so the owners are getting together this week to talk about some rule changes in the NFL.
All right, what are they? I'm excited because I think they need rule changes. What they're doing now doesn't work.
Yeah.
You're spending hours on replays throughout the season.
And we still don't know what a catch is.
They haven't known for 5 years. It's unbelievable.
Here are the new rules as of 1 hour ago.
Okay.
That define a catch. Control of the bottle and the ball, depending on what you do first. Control of the ball. Sorry, there's going
to be drinking this year during the game in the NFL?
Only if Sark is on the sideline.
This is a great development.
So control of the ball.
Right.
2 feet down or another body part.
Okay, so a catch is 3 things now.
Well, technically, yeah, by rule.
It has to be all 3 of those things, or just one is a sufficient condition?
Oh, we're not even through yet. So,
what?
So here it is so far.
They're making it, this is less complicated, give clarity to the catch situation, because I'm already lost.
It's to give clarity of the complication of the unspecified recommendation of said rule.
Oh, my. Okay.
So control of the ball, 2 feet down, or another body part, I guess like an elbow or a helmet or something.
Oh, yeah, elbow.
Oh, and number 3.
Thigh.
A football move, such as...
What is a football move? 2 steps?
A third step, reaching, dash, extending for the line to gain, or the ability to perform such an act.
Oh, God.
So the key change is...
This is what happens when your league is run entirely by attorneys.
Right.
And coaches, players, people with actual playing experience.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what
they don't know anything.
Yeah.
Forget that.
They don't know nothing.
So the key change to the rule eliminated the going to the ground element of the previous rule.
Yeah. If you break the plane, everything, it's over. You break the plane, it doesn't matter what happens after you break the plane.
Right. Well, that's if you're
the
a runner.
second you catch the ball inside the end zone, you're behind the plane of scoring, the magic plane of scoring, right?
By rule, you're right.
Okay, so I don't care what happens. I don't care what shenanigans happen. I don't care if he comes down with 1 foot. I don't care if he gets smacked in the head. It doesn't matter. Once he catches that ball with 2 feet down, inbounds, it's over. There's no replays. I don't care. Well, he fell down and then he dropped the ball. So everything ends right at that moment.
I agree.
You feel me?
I agree. I still feel there's too much subjectivity to this rule.
Oh, yeah.
Nothing got accomplished, really.
It's for ratings. They want to make things a little murky. So you always have a replay. You always want to play. If I were in the NFL, I'd totally do this. It's like, let's make the rules a little murky so people are talking about that play for weeks. I mean, you can't say it hasn't been that way, right? That's the way it's been.
Yeah, you're right.
So, yeah, these guys aren't stupid. They didn't get in positions of power by accident. So you got to say it's by design. The NFL makes its rules purposely murky so there's controversy each and every week. That's what's been going on.
I was hoping they would change the defensive pass interference rule, because now it's at the spot of the foul. It could be a 70-yard play instead of as in college where it's like 15 yards or whatnot.
Well, they want to encourage scoring.
Right.
They don't care about
that bothers me so much.
Why? Because you think they care about the welfare of the career of the defensive back? They don't care.
Oh, you're right.
They don't care about any of the players. They don't care about the concussions. They just care about their exposure to responsibility for the concussions. So by putting on a show of doing all these do-nothing things, politically they can say, well, we tried. Now it's a risky sport. There's no more we can do for you. And then they're off the hook for billions.
I'm with you, man.
NFL doesn't make a single rule that doesn't have their best interests in a variety of areas at heart.
So they were considering the new thing. It's called the Josh McDaniels rule.
Oh yeah.
This is like the Brady Bill. You know what I mean?
This thing happened once in like 100 years. Josh McDaniels
The scope of that one is to allow assistants to be hired while their teams are still in the postseason. Because before it's like, oh, you have to wait till after the Super Bowl and then this amount of time.
You know, Josh McDaniel, I don't know what his deal is. Maybe he has a lot of money and doesn't care. But most coaches so far, the vast majority, all of them, in fact, except Josh McDaniel, have been honorable guys. Sports coaches generally, to me, are rule followers.
Right.
They're systems guys, rules followers. So they get a system, and, you know, honor is part of that system. If you want to work in that tight-knit community, don't want to be an outcast, you're going to, you know, fall in line and not be a douche.
Don't be a douche. That's a great bumper sticker.
That's just Josh McDaniels. He's entitled to do it. He can, I guess. He, you know, it's not a criminal thing, but it's just not an honorable thing to do. So you better hope his football genius outstrips his reputation now as an untrustworthy fella, not a team player.
If you were in charge, what rules would you change in the NFL?
There's 3 downs for a first down. Deal with it. And let the teams figure it out.
Yeah, go for it.
I change actually every 5 years so they can figure it out. And then, you know, by the time they've perfected cheating on those rules, we'll change them up again.
Isn't that what the Patriots do? They find every loophole in every rule and exploit it?
Right. And that's why they're so fun to watch.
Right.
They're actually doing it right. They're trying to figure out how to game the system.
Right.
That's what sports are about, trying to find the edge.
The line.
Yeah. Exactly.
Because nobody's shooting 3-pointers at half court. They're shooting just beyond that arc.
Right. They just they push the envelope. And that's what you got to do to win.
Sure.
You know, because once you can get settled in old ways, if you're not going to do it, somebody's going to break the ice.
Right.
So you might as well blaze that trail instead of be blazed by it.
So rule changes every 5 years.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
What would be the initial draft of rules for year one of?
I don't know. I just the first time around, I'd change every single rule.
Okay. So 1 foot in instead of 2.
You got to go backward to get a touchdown, but you have to face the other way. That would be fun, right?
Yeah, it was a great hammy workout right there.
Oh, my God.
Yeah.
These guys, the receivers at the combine, the guys with the biggest hamstrings would win.
40 to go from 4.5 to 9.5.
He's a receiver. He runs 4.2 in the 40. What does he do backward? 4.1. Get him. That would change everything, right? So you got to go backward.
So either end zone doesn't really matter, right? I mean,
no. Whatever end zone you're trying to get to, you have to have your back toward it.
What about hits and stuff?
What do you mean?
No illegal hits, or are you in favor of protection?
My first year?
Yeah.
First of all, no helmets.
That's the cause of most of the injuries, honestly.
I think so, too.
Yeah.
Look at Australian rules football. I'd say let's try what they're doing over there. Everybody's so interested in Australia because, you know, they got gun control. They confiscated all the weapons. Ugh. Everybody's saying what a utopia it is. Well, maybe they're right. I don't know. But I know that the Australian rules football, there's no helmets, and those guys bash each other in the head all the time. So no helmets. And then you can hit a guy as much as you like. I don't care. I'd say, you know, it's 1 hit after the whistle is okay. For intimidation. Bring it that little MMA into the situation.
There you go.
Yeah.
I like it.
So, try that for a year. We'll separate the wheat from the chaff. Only truly tough guys can be in the NFL.
What about face masks?
I want the toughest, dumbest guys in the NFL. The most concussed guys, so they don't sue me. They just die early.
So after you reinstate helmets after 5 years, what about face mask calls? What do you think about that? Because they really change the complexity of the
I don't
game.
like the face mask because it hurts a guy's neck.
Okay.
I don't want to kill people. I just want to make it fun. So no face masking. That won't change. Maybe the players can put on full face shields so there's nothing to grab.
Yeah, like the cops.
Yeah, right. But wear riot helmets.
It's a good idea.
If the linemen wore riot helmets, I think they'd have a better time of it.
Maybe give the linemen some bobby clubs. Make it an actual war.
No, again, you don't want to kill people.
Okay.
You want to play within the structure of the game. The game is advance the ball in a certain amount of yardage. It's a real estate game.
What about rollover points like we get with data with our cell phones? Like if you blow a team out, should you be able to carry some of those points to the next week?
I would incorporate some fantasy scoring. You get a 1/10 of a point for every 10 yards your team gains.
Okay. I see what you're doing.
Yeah.
I like that.
So I model that after fantasy and the Electoral College. Try to smooth things because if a team is gaining, right, and their offense is smoothly like the Falcons' offense was smoothly oiled, but you get in the red zone and some dummy screws up.
Right.
Should Matt Ryan be penalized? No. Should the team be penalized? No. They should get something for like really having a great drive, or maybe like 1/10 of a point for every 20 yards, something like that. I'd like to see.
What about doping, steroids, stuff like that?
You can do whatever you want. It's your body, your parts.
I like it.
You know, if it goes for the women, it goes for the men. Why can women rip babies out of their wombs, but men can't put a dropper of steroids in their buttocks? I'm going to abolish halftime.
No halftime.
5-minute break. 5-minute break.
Go pee. Do whatever you got to do.
Right.
Change your jock strap.
Right. It's like it's like you're on the highway and you don't stop at the exit with all the fast food. You're stopping at the rest stop, the state rest stop. Yeah. Right. That's what it is. Right now, you got a situation where let's get off this exit. Let's get some gas. Let's get a Chick-fil-A. Let's stretch our legs. Let's have a smoke. Let's take a pee. It's a break. It's
sure.
It's 15, 20, 30 minutes. You're in there, and then you get back on the road. That's what we have now in the NFL. Just big, giant and I know why they do it to sell products, but
right.
Fans are getting fed up with the halftimes.
Well, you're talking about the time it takes to sell the products, and you see all these TV timeouts. They're official timeouts. What would you do about those? Keep them?
I don't know. I don't know about that, but you got to make money. But I'm more concerned about the dynamics of the game because that's what's affecting the NFL now. The dynamics of the game are boring. It's gotten boring. How do we make this game more refreshing and exciting for the modern time without all the politics?
Right.
You know, politics is affecting the game.
What about the national anthem? All that.
That's mandatory. If you don't stand, you're fired. It's in everybody's standard contract. You don't stand for the anthem, you're out. No questions asked. Here's your last paycheck. Goodbye. I don't care what your agent does. I don't care how many lawsuits you file. You're out. You're not playing. You're Colin Kaepernick. That's it.
Yeah, Kaepernick.
No more of this bullshit. It's bullshit. Nobody likes it. It's one of the main pillars of destruction of the NFL. They died on that political correctness hill. And that's why they're getting, and I called this, remember last year, I said, the NFL needs, and it's probably going to get some competition. Mm. And look what happened in the past couple of months.
Oh, you're right.
2 new leagues announced.
More When's World coming up right after we pay the gas bill.
How the hell do they know that I got gas?
You are listening to KLRN Radio, where liberty and reason still reign.
Is debt beating you down? You need discipline. You need the Debt Ninja. If you've been caught in a financial trap and need to be set free, then you need the Debt Ninja. Want to stop those harassing collection calls? Start saving thousands in interest and fees and get out of debt fast? Then you need to call the Debt Ninja. The Debt Ninja will find the best companies across the country that will help you consolidate all your bills into one easy payment, reduce your payments by 30 to 50%, and get you out of debt fast. If you have unsecured debt of $10,000 or more, such as credit cards, loans, or medical bills, call the Debt Ninja for a free 15-minute consultation.
Call 800-826-1246. 800-826-1246. That's 800-826-1246. Call today.
The Debt Ninja.
This is Slickery Trigger for Rebel Road Tactical. With proper care and feeding, your pistol will be ready when you need it. There to save your life. Shouldn't your gear be that good? Whether you need a holster for comfortable everyday carry or a tough-as-nails holster for your next training course, Rebel Road Tactical has what you need. Check us out on the web at rebelroadtactical.com.
Individuals and businesses with tax problems, listen carefully. Do you feel like you're losing control over your finances? If you owe over $10,000 in back taxes or have unfiled tax returns, we can help you take back control. The IRS is the largest and most aggressive collection agency in the world, and they can seize your bank account, garnish your paycheck, close your business, and file criminal charges. Take control of your tax problems now by calling the experts at Tax Mediation Services and take advantage of the Fresh Start program and new laws that may allow us to negotiate a settlement for the lowest amount possible. Our team of tax attorneys and enrolled agents can stop collections and get you protected so you can take control of your financial future. Tax Mediation Services is accredited by the Better Business Bureau. Call now for a free case review and a price protection guaranteed quote.
Call Tax Mediation Services now at 800-610-9050. That's 800-610-9050. 800-610-9050.
This is Jenny Earhart with Southern Sisters Radio, and I'm your Southern sister. In case you didn't know, you can check us out every Sunday at 2 p.m. right here on KLRN. And I'd love to hear from you. Email me at radio@southernsistershome.com.